Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to a practice edition of the Garden Report, the final one before Game 1 between the Celtics and Hawks. Went live with Lauren Williams this morning. You can go check that out for a full in-depth series preview. Also one up on CLNSmedia.com. The only thing we got in addition to what we've talked about all week today was another look at Jaylen Brown today, who practiced for the second day since returning from his hand laceration from picking up glass.
CLNS Medias Celtics coverage is brought to you by FanDuel. Sign up at FanDuel.com/Boston and make every moment more on America's #1 sportsbook.
Got stitches out. 5 stitches removed yesterday, he told us. Though, by the time we got into practice, and again, we get into practice very late. Guys are gone. Guys aren't doing a ton. Brown usually one of the later participants in practice, though, shooting, working on dribbling, working on pick and roll, whatever else it might be. Another low-key day for him once we got in there. Not shooting a ton. At one point, he went up and dunked with his left hand. Yesterday, we saw him guarding with his left hand, the hand that isn't injured. His shooting hand will feature a wrap of some sort of protective advice, something that reduces the pain, Brown said, is the key to what he's looking for. He tried a bunch of different devices. He found one, and he does expect to play tomorrow. But the question remains, what will it look like? And that's why I asked Rod when we did our series preview. He might be out there, he might be available, but will it be the same Jaylen we saw, averaging 27 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 50%? The All-NBA player we watched for much of this year. He didn't want to make excuses here, said everybody's dealing with something. Just got to be mentally tough and play through it. I just wonder how much will it limit him. He did suffer a hand injury, he said, in 2019 that did impact his shooting. He does expect the feel of the ball to be different with this injury, with the device that he's going to wear. So when he shows up at the Garden tomorrow, when we get there and watch him shoot, that'll be the first time we see Brown, since this injury, shoot, handle the ball, use that right hand to dunk, to defend. It's going to be put to the test, and I'm sure the Hawks know that too. I'm sure they're going to try to go at him. He said this is a fast, aggressive, physical, athletic team that can present challenges to the Celtics. So he needs to be a big part of this series, I think, especially given that they can use some of their bigger, sturdier wings on Tatum. Brown will have the opportunity away from that pressure to score, and he'll need to do it as he did for much of this year for the Celtics to separate themselves in this series. Again, we're not talking about a series that will be contested, even if the Hawks do surprisingly take a game or two. But the likelihood that it goes a little bit longer than it should increases if Brown isn't himself here. So we'll have all eyes on that. You can go check out some highlights from his 2 days at practice here on Celtics All Access and his interview from today at CLNS Media. For now, that's it. Practice is done. Talk is done. Tomorrow, 3:30, Game 1, Celtics-Hawks. Jaylen Brown expects to be available, and we will be there at TD Garden. Josue Pavone, Sherrod Blakely, and CLNS Media with all your coverage. And join us at 6 o'clock for the Celtics post-game show as the playoffs get underway.